All right. So welcome to sprint summary for TimePro sprint 344. And let's look at our sprint reviews and retros. So for the past sprint, it is a 1 week sprint, and it's just Sam and I, two of us working for this sprint. And good thing we have completed our 3 sprint goals, which are the 3 done videos Adam request for. The first one just need a bit more edits. The second and third one, we will need to do a re-record because of some wording and presentation issue. But with that being said, last week we planning to have a capacity of 24 points, and our actual capacity is reduced to 22 because Sam has an unexpected half day off. But just to look at the actual effort that we delivered is 22 points. So that's very close to what our actual capacity is. And then
Excellent.
these are the 4 PBIs that we completed. We already mentioned the videos, and this one is a bit more UI UX changes.
Yeah.
Which we kind of create a new PBI for. And these two, do you want Sam to get into details, explaining a bit for the spike?
So if you recall Adam's recommendation, he says to just bold the most important ones. So I would just bold like two of these PBIs that were kind of like the most important things that you guys did this sprint. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these ones are sprint goals, but I would say these are quite important as spike because we are going to remove the B segment from our URL, and that will be quite big.
That's cool. Change. Like you're the dev, you're the scrum master. So if you think they're important, you go right ahead and bold them.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So do you want some details?
Oh no, we didn't do that.
So I can talk a little bit more about that. So it was really a kind of optimistic. It was like halfway through a spike and an actual development card because we thought, we'll see if we can get it done. It turned out it was more on the spike side. So by the end of this, the effort that's been done, I've got a working branch that can prove that we can get rid of the B. That's all well and good. But as discussed in a reasonable amount of length with JK, there's a bit of historical code holding us back from being able to, release that and launch into that. So the remaining 4 points will be to look at why that is, what blockers we have, estimate what work would need to be done to get that release done, and might use a bit of AI to generate a report there. That's why it's been dragged over to the next sprint. And that would lead towards us actually making the change in the future. But it would be a nice one to get done.
So just to check, that effort remaining of 4 is still for the spike, right? You're not suggesting that that 4 is to actually do the thing?
No.
Yep. Okay. I would suggest then you put the effort actual. It wasn't 8. It ended up being like about a 12, right? So because you spent 8 and there's still 4 remaining.
Yeah, I guess so the effort actual in that case is what could it have been more accurately estimated as.
But that's fine for now because it's going to mess up the totals and stuff. But I just would have expected to have been we thought this was a 4, it ended up being an 8, right? So I would want what the actual effort was in there. But looks
we
good.
actually use this field for the actual effort that we spend within the sprint. So it should sum up to very close to our capacity. But then you're right. This adds up to 12. That means when we estimate this PBI, it should actually be a 16 instead of an 8. Yeah, we kind of mentioned that in our review as well. So next time, a more accurate estimation. So going down to suggested timesheet and automatic timesheet usage, they are pretty much the same. This one goes up a little bit by 5%. And then our burn down chart, and this is because you could see that we have a quite flat burn down chart, and most of the PBIs completed are done today. That's because first Monday is a holiday for Sam, and then I also have my Monday allocated to SSW rules instead of the TimePro sprint. So we actually start our sprint on Tuesday. So that will, yeah, and we did some work throughout this the week, and then we close off our PBI at the end. So one good thing I mentioned last time, we brought in some PBIs mid-sprint, but this time we didn't bring anything. So that's good, a good part. But we still deliver like close to our capacity, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. With that being said, because our main goals are video output and also spike output, so we don't have any production deployment for this sprint. And we also mentioned that this one in detail in our retro. Maybe next time for sprint like this, if we don't have any dev output, we could extend the sprint longer, like a 2-week sprint, so we could see some something in production, like some changes in production.
And sorry, one question, right? So we've got 3 video PBIs there. Last sprint, we were discussing how there's generally some work that needs to be done on the product before you're ready to record the next video. Yeah.
Right.
Was that not the case this sprint? Was there no actual UI changes that needed to happen?
This sprint, no. Like we don't have any prereq UI changes that needs to happen. But like for example, for this one, sorry, not multi-currency, the iteration one, it requires a new invoice template. So that's like out of TimePro system, like we are building a new invoice template in the SSW TimePro reporting. So that's not reflected on the our product.
Okay, so there were no code changes this sprint, essentially. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Right. Exactly. So continue code coverage because there's no code change. We don't have changes in our code coverage. Pipelines mostly 100% pass rate. And this application health overview, we have already brought up this dependency failure. It's still occurring this sprint. But the good thing is this bug Sam has already been working on. This is the last PBI that you see in our sprint backlog, and we only have 1 effort remaining to fix it. So we are looking into get this fixed next sprint.
Are you sure about that 1 effort remaining? Because that to me indicates you've figured everything out and you just need to write up an email or some PBI that says, here's the issue, this is what we need to do.
Yeah, so this one was originally looked at by, it might have even been a reduced capacity from a previous issue. But yeah, there was a suggested fix for it that JK and Jim cooked up. And so I just picked this up today and I have a PR there. But yeah, it needs to be verified.
Yeah. One sounds good then if there's already a PR up. Yep, sounds good. Yep. Cool.
Okay, so that's that dependency failure bug. And the state of epics, because the past sprint, we don't have any PBIs delivered contributing to the epics, so the number remain the same. Yeah. And for the R&D session, AI usage, most like 2 of us, we both used the Claude Sonnet. So basically no change from last sprint.
Okay.
The Claude stats, I'm still waiting for Michael Q to give me the stats. I will put it in after he generate the stats. So we could look at the Copilot stats first. So for this one, the speaking summary, I did most of the talking because I'm the Scrum Master. JK contributed quite a bit for the zero pricing issue that we will mention later. And also Sam contributed a bit and Michael joined as a PO. Yeah. So the main issue we completed is pretty accurate. Yeah, we delivered the 3 videos that Adam requested.
So Sylvia, the way that the way that Adam wants this particular section run in the summary, just to give you a bit of a break from talking, you would normally ask somebody else on the team to basically take this summary section, yeah? And so you would say, hey, Sam, like, can you read out that summary section for us and then like tell me whether that was accurate, you know, to what we discussed in the meeting? And that gives you a bit of a break to have a drink or something while Sam reads it out.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to redo this part or we could continue for next part?
Throw it over to Sam. Come on, let's make him work for his money. Go for it, Sam.
Okay. All right.
All right. Here we go. You've already spoken about who spoke. So yeah, I'll just jump to the
just
main
read verbatim what Copilot summary is.
Yep. So the Copilot summary there is that the main item completed was all 3 sprint goals, which was the 3 videos that were requested. And I'd say that's very accurate. Yeah. Those are the 3 main items, and they were done. It didn't have to work Copilot didn't have to work too hard this time.
Yeah. Simple summary. All right. So I stopped at Yakshaver usage. Yeah, we had like a slight increase in our Yakshaver ratio and also completed PBIs. That's a good news. The retrospective, the good thing went well. The sprint goals, of course. And then, but yeah, we still need to re-record 2 of them. Then what didn't go well, we all contributed a little bit. Like one of it is that I mentioned this invoice template being the prereq to my video recording, which is out of the TimePro development. So I feel like this is taking too much time than expected, even though we do have like a nice template in the end. I don't think anyone's really using the iteration functionality with that template. So that's something that I feel like it can be done better.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam mentioned that he has public holidays and unplanned leave that reduced our capacity. JK bring up probably like a breaking news or bad news that our 0 pricing will be effective on March the 2nd, which could induce a $1.5K per month charge to us if the financial team wants to use the journal reporting. Maybe JK could elaborate on that.
I just learned that yesterday.
So who knows about it?
Right now, just us, but yeah, I'm slowly trying to figure out what is the impact and trying to figure out. I'll need to chat with Stefan. How much does he actually need that report? I know that it's sometimes very helpful when they need to reconcile some of the values between TimePro and 0, but he does that sometimes manually, so maybe it's not needed.
Okay, I would suggest that you call Adam and just let him know. You don't have to have answers for him right now, but just say, heads up, we found out yesterday that there's going to be a price increase around this. I'm going to be talking to Stefan to see whether we use that functionality, how often, how important it is, right? And I'll keep you in the loop, because it'll be very surprising to him if you show up next week and go, by the way, we found this out last week, and he'll be like, why the hell didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what is the full impact. I did thought that it's going to be bigger, but for most of the part is just the journal part, which is the Power BI reports. I think there's just one that it impacts.
Fair enough. Yeah, just give him a heads up.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I will call him in probably like at the end of the meeting.
Yeah. Even just send him a message if you can't get a hold of him, right? Just let him know.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. So the next point that I brought up is that we have a Tinadoc site setting up for TimePro, but accidentally it broke the routing to the prod TimePro yesterday. I suggest we could have a better notification to everyone for such change. And so Caleb now has drafted a email and sent out to the whole TimePro team, and I think he would like to join near the end of the summary meeting so that people could have like a check by his email that he's going to make a change. He has now fixed the issue, but just to be safe. Yeah.
Cool.
So for that, and this point I already mentioned previously. I think maybe for a no dev output sprint, we could make it longer. So then we have something to actually show people, like a feature that we could deliver.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'll just
excellent.
I also just want to say in the what went well, I don't blame Sylvia for skipping it, but I thought those videos you did were great, Sylvia. Really clear. And I'm sure the next version will be the last.
Finger crossed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys will be Hollywood stars by the end of this. It'll be wonderful.
I gave Sylvia a bit of a tip. Next one should be so well spoken with not one, and it'll be well written as well, I bet. And you will. Yeah. It'll all be off the top of your head, won't it, Sylvia?
Mike Scotty's smoke screens and.
Yeah. All right. We're AIing this one, are we? Sounds good to me.
No. I've got a teleprompter.
Oh, right.
And it's on your phone, and it's like it's
okay.
And it's after about the V4 of a video, when V1 was good enough, I start to lose the will to live. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I would try. I would definitely try.
What are we looking at for forecast?
So for sprint forecast, we still have the 3 videos that we are trying to get out of our sprint. So these are top priorities. Yep. Hope they are all at their last version, hopefully.
Yep.
And next sprint will still be, I think, Sam and I. Is Geoffrey coming back? Actually, I didn't.
Yeah, he was meant to be back today, but I think his flight was delayed or something, so he should be back next week.
That is a great point, Sylvia, and I didn't think of that either.
Right.
If you don't worry about it for now. He wasn't here for sprint planning. You didn't factor him into capacity. Okay, no worries. Just keep going with what you've got. He can help with these things. You can bring stuff in later if you need to.
Okay, sounds good.
For the record, it's Jeffrey, not Joffrey, even though it's spelled Joffrey.
Is it?
Jeffrey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was corrected because I was calling him Joffrey because I was ingesting it from the TimePro team. Yeah. And then he said, no, you don't have to call me Joffrey, it's Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I kept catching myself and trying to say Joffrey because anyway, we also don't know his capacity next week. He could be limited if he's got other things going on. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so this capacity only counts me and Sam. So we might have Jeffrey for next sprint, and we will bringing more PBIs along the way. So these are the 3 video PBIs that we mentioned as our sprint goals, and this is one of the important ones for the 0 pricing change. So we will investigate the impact and also contact related parties if anyone's affected. And then this is the UI UX change that Adam brought up as one of the video feedback in the from the top 3. And then these 2 are brought in from this sprint. So Sam will continue working on those and trying to finish those up. These 2, we finally got some capacity to bring in backlog PBIs, and that's related to our epics. So these are the 2 ones that we decide to bring in. So this is the GitHub integration that we believe it will increase our automatic timesheet usage. And
which epic do these belong to? Because as far as I'm aware, we're focusing on 2 epics right now, which is the China deployment and the on billing thing.
I think this one this one is contributing to the epics for consistent standardized UI framework.
It could be. I don't think it's been assigned to it, but you could definitely classify it that way. And then there is an epic for GitHub integration for the last issue.
Is there any reason why we chose these PBIs instead of PBIs like as a part of our current epic focus?
No, didn't come up.
Okay, that's cool. Yep. Leave it in there for now. But just be mindful of that in the future. If you guys have capacity outside of these stupid videos, try and pull stuff in from either the China thing or the on billing thing, because that's kind of like the main focuses right now. That's what we were working on before we got bogged down with the videos, right? So we want to try and get back onto that.
Yeah. Actually, now on the product owner, can I pull my weight around? It was not my understanding. I thought that the videos were the last part of the China tendency. What dev work is there yet to be done to make this live?
Good question.
That's true.
It might be nothing, in which case, awesome. It might just be waiting to deploy.
Yeah, I always thought it was just these videos. Sorry, I won't say stupid.
Yeah, I didn't catch myself in time. I should have remembered we're recording.
Videos. Sorry, I got the sneezes, Sylvia. Pardon me. Videos. No, it's not the stupid videos. It's the V5 of a video where V2 was pretty good. That's my comment. So what's technically to be done to make this? Because this thing was supposed to be done.
It's a worthwhile discussion. I think we can probably do it after the recording though, because it's not going to impact this sprint, right? So we can just roll with what we've got for now.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. So no question regarding the PBI items. Then we can continue.
Yeah.
So Copilot starts again. I will throw it out to Sam.
Cool, let's do it. Okay, so Copilot says the main next item is addressing the zero pricing change and creating a plan PBI to fix the journal access issue within the next month. So I guess you could say that's probably the most pressing issue for sure. So I don't mind that Copilot's picked that one out. It's definitely the one that gave us the most alarm. It's not going to be the majority of our work, as JK alluded to. It's more of a business question at the moment. It's still to be understood. But we thought it would be a good idea to chuck in a 2-pointer here just to make sure the TimePro team is addressing it in some capacity at this stage. Sylvia made the good point that if we do something about it now, it won't, surprise us in weeks to come.
Cool.
It'll only be 2 points that we've allocated for this sprint. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any other question regarding the planning?
No, wonderful. You've done an excellent job. Very, very good.
All right. Then that's the end of the sprint summary. I will stop the recording as now.
Okay. And I'll be jumping